Good evening. This is the National News Telecast. I'm moving head Tiarachi.
And I'm Shara Mascarenas. First, it's a look at the day's headlines.
Flood danger in several areas. 2 disappeared when a boat capsized in the lagoon of Munakare in Negombo. GCA advanced level examinations to commence tomorrow. Prices of several upcountry vegetables have come down. A competent authority for the Ruhuna University. A Sri Lankan in the finals of the Mr. World contest for the first time. World-renowned band ABBA visits Sri Lanka. Israeli attack in Lebanon leaves 20 dead, 66 injured. Now on to those and more stories in detail. The Department of Irrigation warns of a flood situation in several river basins until the 28th of this month due to existing rainy weather condition.
Residents living in low-lying areas of these rivers have been requested to remain vigilant. Meanwhile, the Met Department informs the fishing and naval communities to refrain from engaging in activities in the sea areas from Manna to Kankasanture and also from Trincomalee to Hambantota via Batticaloa and Pothuwil under further notice. It has also been reported that a low-pressure area has formed over southeast Bay of Bengal and it is likely to move west-northwestwards and intensify into a depression over the southwest Bay of Bengal. The department further predicts intermittent or thunder showers in the north and north-central and eastern and central and Uva provinces as well as in the Hambantota district today. It adds that certain locations in the eastern and Uva provinces and in the Hambantota district may receive rainfall exceeding 150 millimeters. Some places in the northern province could also receive showers above 100 millimeters. According to the weather report, wind speed in the seas from Manna to Kankasanture and also from Trincomalee to Pothuwil via Batticaloa may increase suddenly up to 60 to 70 kilometers per hour. The sea would remain rough from time to time and the sea area surrounding the island also could generally turn rough. Our correspondent says a house was damaged due to a fall of soil mound in Valimada, Amarkon Gama Road in heavy rainfall. The report adds many families in the village are facing extreme difficulties. A collapse of soil mountain near the 16 Plantation Boutique in Kananayaka of Akurasa Diniyaya main road has also obstructed the vehicle transport. 4 electricity poles were also damaged. Meanwhile, the Nilvala River is reported to be overflowing. The Mathura Disaster Management Unit says a minor flood situation exists in Athuralia area. It has also caused a complete inundation of Akurasa Siamalangoda Road. Flood waters were also said to have inundated in Hondungoda and Balakavala of the Akurasa Kamrupitiya Road. Impediments have also been caused to motor transport on the Kamrupitiya Akurasa Road as a result of the overflowing of the Lenabatu River. 6 sluice gates of the Rajangana Reservoir in Anuradhapura have been kept open, releasing a water flow of 5,700 cubic feet per second of the Kala Oya. Another reservoir that has reached spill level in the Angamo Reservoir and 2 sluice gates of this lake has also been lifted to enable the release of 1,865 cubic feet of water in the second of Kala Oya. The national television reporters also say that the Batticaloa district is also receiving heavy rainfall. They also further pointed out that due to the turbulent nature of the seas, obstructions have been caused to fishermen in their profession of Katankudi and other areas. The Road Development Authority says the area near the 13th milepost of Passara Lunugala Road have been reopened today, subjected to restrictions. However, the road was closed down again at 6 p.m. as measures are underway to reopen the road again at 6:30 tomorrow and keep it open until 6 p.m.
2 persons went missing when a boat overturned in Munakare Lagoon in Negombo. Operations are underway in search of the missing passengers. A group of 7 people who went on a boat ride to watch the lagoon met with the accident this afternoon. The boat was reported to have overturned near the Moda Palama in Munakare Lagoon area. 5 passengers were successful in saving their lives. The missing persons were a 50-year-old father and a 19-year-old daughter of the same family. It has also been reported that they were on their way to watch the prawn farms in the lagoon. The residents have joined the Navy to find the disappeared. The residents say the boat which they were travelling could not accommodate more than 3 passengers at a time. Such boats with sole engines are being used only for fishing in the lagoon.
මගේ වෙලාවට මගේ කිරිම කටෝ පිට පල්ලි ගියා. මගේ කියන යන්න දෙන්නේ කොහොමද මගේ කියන යන්න දෙන්නේ කොහොමද මම
The GCE Advanced Level Examination of 2024 will be held from tomorrow to the 28th of December at 2,312 centres island-wide. According to the Commissioner General of Examinations, Amit Jayasundara, all the arrangements in place to hold the examination. Disaster Management Centre also expressed his readiness in case of an inclement weather condition. 333,185 students will be appearing for this year's advanced level examination. Out of this number, 253,390 are school candidates, and there are 79,795 private candidates. In the Northern Province, examination centres are in operation in 2 islands. A staff of 25,000 have been engaged in examination duties. The Commissioner General said that the candidates have to carry their admission card along with a valid identity card. The national identity card, a valid passport or a valid driving licence, and identity card issued by the Department of Registration of Persons for the candidates who are not issued with an NIC are considered as a valid identity card, and only that will be accepted as a recognised identity card. No other identity card will be accepted. He added that apart from this, stationery required for answering the question paper has to be carried out by the candidate, and a bottle of water is allowed. Instructions have been issued that the water bottle has to be transparent. Mobile phones are completely banned, and other communication equipment such as Bluetooth are also not allowed. He pointed out that the examination would commence daily at 8:30 am and would be over 1 pm. The examination would start at 2 pm only during Fridays. He requested the candidates to be fully aware of the aforesaid requirements, and also said that they have to be present in their seat at least half an hour before the commencement of examination. He also said that the candidates are advised to be present much before that time.
විභාගය ආරම්භ කරන්නේ පස්වරු 1ට. සිකුරාදා දිනවල පමණක් අපි මේ වේලාව හවස්වරුවේ පස්වරු 2ට විභාගය ආරම්භ කරන්නේ. ඉතින් මේ පිළිබඳ ඉතා හොඳින්ම දැනුවත් වෙන්න. ශාලාධිපතිවරුන් උපදෙස් දීලා තියෙන්නේ පැය භාගයකට පෙර මේ අපේක්ෂකයන් තමාගේ ආසනවල අසුන්ගත කරවන්න කියලා. නමුත් මම ඔබට උපදෙස් දෙනවා ඊටත් කලින් ඔබේ විභාග මධ්‍යස්ථානට යන්න.
The Disaster Management Centre said a special arrangement in case of a disaster situation will prevail due to rain. Director General said that a special coordination unit has been set up in the Disaster Management Centre in order to attend to any unforeseen situation faced by a candidate. He also said that in any obstructive situation, the emergency number 117 or the telephone number of the Disaster Management Special Coordination Cell or the emergency number 1911 of the Department of Examinations can be contacted.
Prices of several up-country vegetables have dropped considerably during the last few days. According to traders, the reason has been the arrival of a large stocks of vegetable harvest to the market. Prices of several vegetables have been reduced at the Kapatipala Special Economic Centre. According to our correspondent, a kilogram of carrot and cabbage have gone down by 50 rupees and a kilogram leeks has been reduced by 80 rupees. There has been a reduction in price of the up-country vegetables at the Anuradhapura weekly fair. According to traders, the price of low-country vegetables have gone up. 1 kilo of carrot and leeks and cabbage are being sold at prices of the range of 150 to 180 rupees. The price of big onions at the Anuradhapura weekly fair is 400 rupees. The traders further say that due to the low level of customer turnout, there is also a reduced considerably. Our correspondent has reported that prices of eggs have gone up compared to the recent past.
Today marks the birthday of President Anurakumara Dissanayake. This is a brief document in this connection.
Anurakumara Dissanayake symbolizes an exceptional political character in the local leftist politics, representing the new generation. A striking feature is that he is coming from a background representing Sri Lanka's farming and working class community. His parliamentary debut came in 2000, and since then he has been elected to parliament at every consecutive election. In 2014, he was elected to the leadership of the Janata Vimukti Peramuna. In 2019, the political movement named National People's Power was originated under his leadership. Anurukumara Dissanayake was elected to lead the NPP in 2021 and he was also declared as the presidential candidate of the party in the same year. People of Sri Lanka have elected him as the 9th executive president in the 2024 presidential election. Another significant milestone has been the NPP securing a 2/3 majority in the subsequent general election. This is considered as a landslide victory secured by any single party under the proportional representation scheme. The unique victories have paved the way for the establishment of a strong government and regarded as a magnificent victory of the president himself.
The main commemoration ceremony of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day 2024 and the Poppy Flower celebration was held today under the patronage of President Anurukumara Dissanayake. The event took place at the War Memorial of the Viharamyadevi Park.
Upon arriving at the venue, President Anurukumara Dissanayake was warmly welcomed by Lieutenant Colonel retired Ajit Simalapitiya, General Secretary of the Sri Lanka's Ex-Servicemen's Association. The Sri Lanka Ex-Servicemen's Association, in collaboration with the Armed Services, organizes this annual event to honor and remember the war heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice for the security of the motherland. This includes those who gave their lives in conflicts ranging from the First World War to the present day. Following the religious observances, a 2-minute silence was observed in memory of the fallen war heroes. After the silence, the President, along with distinguished guests and the representatives of the Sri Lanka Ex-Servicemen's Association, paid floral tributes to the War Memorial. Deputy Defence Minister, retired Major General Aruna Jayasekara, Secretary to the Ministry of Defence, retired Air Vice Marshal Sampath Tuyakonta, Chief of Staff Defence, Commanders-in-Chief of the 3 armed forces, members of the Sri Lanka Ex-Servicemen's Association and others have participated in the event.
A meeting with the participation of SJB candidates who represented Colombo district in the general election was held today at the office of the Leader of the Opposition. The meeting was chaired by the Leader of the Opposition, Sajith Premadasa. Former parliamentarian Hirunika Premachanda, in reply to a query by a media person as to whether the national list would become full, she said that it will become completed soon. She also added that there is a big demand for the same. Gamini Tilakasiri of the Samagi Jana Balawege, answering to a question, said that the discussion was regarding the national list and said nothing has been discussed regarding the national list. Anuradha Vimalaratna of the Samagi Jana Balawege said that the party will have to appoint the national list and no one should be in a hurry regarding the same. Charit Tabe Singh of the Samagi Jana Balawege said that a decision had to be taken by the seniors in the party and there are persons who have dedicated their political career in order to fulfill the national duty of the party. Former parliamentarian Sujiva Senasinghe was present at the office of the Leader of the Opposition today. In reply to a question by a media person as to what will happen to the national list, he said that the leader of the party will take a decision. He also said that he wanted to contest from Kandy and would have won had he contested from there. He said that he requested for an opportunity and added that Tissa Attanayake had objections in this regard. He pointed out that the leader of the party wanted to give first preference to Ranjith Manduma Bandara and second to him in the national list. He pointed out that only the leader of the party discussed the matter with him. He also said that the leader of the party was of the opinion that both him and Ranjith Manduma Bandara would have to contest. Replying to another question as to what would happen in case he is not given an opportunity, he said that he would be available with many decisions by that time and he would leave it to the fate.
Former parliamentarian Rajith Senaratne says that someone who can represent the facts has to be elected as a member of parliament from the next national list of the New Democratic Front. He was addressing a media briefing held in Colombo today. Former parliamentarian Rajith Senaratne observed that someone who had been appointed from the national list before the party was able to make an appointment. He pointed out that one post was remaining and his name was also suggested for the post. He requested that those who can progress the political journey with proper understanding have to be elected for this post. He added that he was of the opinion that not a person who merely talks in the parliament but someone who can present facts has to be elected, and added that Kanchana can be named as a proper person for the same.
Minister of Plantation and Civic Infrastructure Facilities Samantha Widyarathna says the budget for next year is scheduled to be presented at the beginning of next year. He was expressing his views to the media today. Minister Samantha Widyarathna said that they are expected to prepare the budget schedule for 2025 now. He added that although it is difficult to prepare it immediately, it has to be ready by November this year and would be presented for approval. He pointed out that since it is not possible to prepare it according to the previous trend, they will be preparing a temporary budget for 3 months and expect it to be presented for approval. He further said that by December, when the budget would be in progress for the first 3 months of 2025, preparations have been done for the complete budget of 2025. He also said that it will be presented to the Parliament during the first 2 months of 2025 and the plan for the same year would be brought in. He added that they have promised the people of this country to completely change the economic, social and political system, and work in this respect have already been commenced. He further said that steps will be taken to build the economy of the country along the agriculture, small and medium-scale industries, large-scale industries and the fisheries industry. He pointed out that the tourism industry would be given a new lease of life and will be developed in the future, and hope that the lifestyle of the people of this country would also be transformed according to a large extent by next year.
Concert of the world-renowned ABBA pop music group was conducted with pomp and grandeur at Paradise Beach in Mount Lanier last night. The main media sponsor was ChannelEye Rupavahini Corporation of this grand event. ABBA, who excelled in the world music arena for more than 5 decades, was present here. 2 permanent members of the pop group joined the Sri Lankan tour. Local and foreign lovers of the musical taste were accorded the rare opportunity to listen and live to several of the popular hits of the ABBA group. A replay of the event will be telecast over national television at 9:30 p.m. on the 31st of December this year.
Now, a multi-day fisheries vessel of Sri Lanka has been taken into custody by the Maldives Coast Guard, containing a large stock of ice and cocaine narcotic in their sea. 344 kilograms of ice narcotics and 124 kilograms of cocaine have been found from this multi-day vessel. According to the Navy, 5 persons who were in the vessel have also been taken into custody. This has also been done as a result of the successful intelligence exchange between Sri Lanka Navy and the Coast Guard of the Maldives. Those who have been taken into custody are said to be residents of Devinora and Trincomalee areas.
Speaker Dr. Ashoka Ranawala says the services will be provided for the general public by safeguarding the parliamentary traditions and honouring the parliamentarians. He further says no room will be left to create a crisis situation in the parliament as in the past regimes. New Speaker Dr. Ashoka Ranawala has arrived at the Malvatta Mahavihara today to call upon Mahanayaka Most Venerable Tibrutuave Sri Siddhartha Sumangala Thera and to receive blessings. He had later on visited the Asagiri Mahavihara and received the blessings of the Mahanayaka of the Asagiriya, Most Venerable Varakakoda Sri Nararatna Sera. Speaker Ashoka Ranawala says that the people expect meaning from the words of the members of parliament. He added that nobody has been successful in inculcating this concept in the minds of the general public. Dr. Ashoka Ranawala also said that he do not consider a difficult task to instill this vision, and if all goes together, irrespective of the government or opposition ranks. He also said that there is no obstruction to the draft of new laws if all come forward with constructive criticism and evaluations.
Senior Professor RMUSK Ratnayaka has been appointed as the competent authority in place of the Chancellor of the Rural University. The appointment has been done by the Prime Minister, Minister of Education, Higher Education and Vocational Education, Dr. Harini Amarasuriya. A special Gazette notification has also been issued regarding the appointment, which will be operational from the 25th of this month. And we bring fame and pomp also from around the world. Sri Lankan competitor Megha Suryarachi has gained eligibility to enter the final round of the Mr. World 2024 tournament. This was the first instance of the Sri Lankan contestant entering the final round in the Mr. World. The event is taking place in Vietnam.
National Costume Show, Mr. World 2024.
Megha Suryarachi, movie actor.
Megha Suryarachi was one of the 20 competitors chosen for the final round after the preliminary round contestants. Megha has also been successful in winning the Best National Costume Award. Analysts point out that it has been a speciality for Megha Suryarachi being able to enter the final 10 after winning the People's Choice Award based upon the responses of his fans worldwide.
Join the top 10.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. It is so real to be standing on the stage. I believe the core behind a better world is proper education to children and saving the world, because this is the only planet we have. And therefore, one last time till we meet again, it's through the people to the people. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And that is our top 10 finalists, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. World.
The winner of the Mr. World competition was a competitor who represented the state of Puerto Rico. Competitors from Vietnam and Spain have secured the second and third places, respectively.
General Director of Laura Coffee.
Stories for you from overseas coming up next.
Now on to look at the news from overseas. Gaza's health ministry says that 35 Palestinians were killed and 94 wounded in the latest 24 hours reporting period.
Israeli forces issue a new evacuation order for Gaza City's Shujai, promoting hundreds of Palestinians to flee after a day in which 38 people were killed across the enclave. The death toll from Israel's attack on central Beirut has risen to 20 to rescuers continue to comb the rubble for survivors. At least 66 others were wounded. Israel's genocide in Gaza has killed at least 44,211 Palestinians and wounded 104,567 since October 7, 2023. An estimated 1,139 people were killed in Israel during the Hamas-led attacks that day, with more than 200 taken captive. In Lebanon, at least 3,670 people have been killed and 15,430 wounded in Israel attacks since the war on Gaza began.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
And we bring you sports news now. The runners-up are back in Sri Lanka, who contested or took part in the World Championship Karen tournament.
The tournament was conducted with the participation of players of 18 countries and was held in California in the USA. The Sri Lankan women and men's teams faced Indian team in the finals of the tournament. The Sri Lanka secured bronze medals in the men's and women's fair categories. Officials of the Sri Lanka Carom Association and officials of the Sri Lanka Air Force and the Sri Lankan Navy were those present at the airport to welcome the Sri Lankan team.
The first one-day under-17 match between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh teams have ended without a result due to rain. The match was played at the Galle International Cricket Stadium. The match was restricted to 42 overs as a result of rainfall. The Sri Lanka team, after winning the toss and handed over the Bangladesh team the chance to bat first. Accordingly, the Bangladesh team has scored 141 runs, run out all at the end of 33 overs and 5 deliveries. The highest scorer was Ridoy Hossain, who hit 40 runs. The best Sri Lankan bowler was Vigneshwaran Akash, who captured 5 wickets for 27 runs. The match was abandoned when rain halted play when Sri Lanka team was at 23 runs for the loss of 1 wicket, chasing a victory target of 142 runs.
The Army Inter-Regiment Amateur Kabaddi Tournament was conducted at the Panagoda Indoor Stadium recently. 108 competitors from 12 regiments took part in the event. Champions of the tournament were the Engineering Services Regiment teams. Engineering team and the Mechanical Engineering Regiment team were the runners-up. That's it for tonight's English News telecast. Thank you for joining us. Good night.